Hi, I'm Cooper Hefner. You're probably wondering why there's a tiger in the corner. You're probably also wondering what you're doing here. This is the Playboy Mansion, and I'm going to show you around my home. This is where I grew up, and I'm excited for you to see a part of the house that no one has ever seen before. This is the Great Hall. It's the first place that guests walk into when they first arrive at the mansion, and it is full of really cool knickknacks, and I'm excited to show you guys. We have some very cool art hanging in this house. We have a Matisse and we have a Dalí on this side, but there's actually a pretty special story revolving around that painting. One evening, John Lennon was actually over at the house in the 70s and drank a little bit too much and decided to put his cigarette butt out on that painting and actually ended up almost getting in a fight with one of my dad's friends. So every time I have guests over or we have people over, we always tell the story of when John Lennon put his cigarette out on the Matisse. Clearly it was before there was a frame, but now when you walk around the house, you'll note that there's a glass protecting all the nice art because of that evening. This bizarre painting is from an artist. He actually did one of Michael Jackson and made entirely of pills. He did one of Rosie O'Donnell, which was entirely made of food, which is not that flattering. So the fact that the artist actually used Jack Daniels, baby oil, and editorial pieces, I suppose is pretty flattering and was clearly flattering enough for my dad to want the piece. This is the movie room at the mansion, which also functions as a living room. On Friday and Saturday, we'll have family friends over and screen a film after dinner. And on Sunday, we'll show a movie that is still in theaters. During parties, this room gets a little bit more lively, and people spend some time in here and have drinks and socialize. And it's a lot more fun than just screening another movie on a Friday night. Here's my dad's popcorn blanket. This keeps him nice and warm during those black and white movies. The plants have stayed relatively the same because my dad likes to keep everything as is. So yeah, this room has stayed the same, and when anything's been changed out, it has been changed out to something that looks exactly like the one before. This is the game room. This is actually my favorite part of the house. It's where I come and we'll host friends and we all hang out and drink and play games. This little piece has a really great story. Before my dad actually started the company, he worked for Esquire. And he walked into his boss's office and asked for a $5 raise, and his boss replied no. And my dad said, "I'm gonna quit if I don't get the raise," and he said, "Then quit." And sure enough, he left the company. And in the months following, he actually put the first magazine together. And when Playboy actually beat Esquire in circulation and reached its peak of 7 million, becoming the most popular magazine in the world, the CEO of Esquire actually sent him this as a "we fucked up." This is the van room. It's designed to actually look like the back of a 1970s van. There's actually a mattress underneath the floor, and you can imagine why there's mirrors on the ceiling. I'll let your mind wander for a minute on that one.